Aloha and welcome to Robin's Craft Room. Today we're going to make an ornament from the Country Living Holiday Collection Stampin Kit. This kit is sold by Stampin Up in conjunction with an article published in the holiday issue of Country Living magazine this year, 2008. The tools that we're going to use to make this ornament are a sanding block, an anywhere glue stick, and a hobby blade. The ornament that we'll be making today is this snowflake. It's a die-cut chipboard snowflake. Along with this snowflake, Stampin' Up! Has provided 2 pieces of double-sided paper. And you can't see this very clearly right now, but you will later. There is also a die-cut snowflake to match that chipboard snowflake in the colored paper. You'll notice, if you look very closely, and you can't see it here, on the chipboard, the die cut is held by very teeny little spots into the overall piece of chipboard. I'm going to use the hobby blade to cut those spots before I try to punch it out. It's not nearly as important with these large ornaments, but you can see some of the smaller ornaments that I've already punched out of this chipboard were a lot more delicate than this particular star. And had I tried to just punch it out, they probably would have broken. And now what we see is this ornament punches out very easily. Wants to come out this way now. And then getting all of those pieces all to want to come in the same direction at the same time is just how you have to deal with paper sometimes. And there's our chipboard ornament ready for us to decorate. Here are the 2 snowflakes that I punched out of the Designer Series paper. One side is green and the other side is blue. What I'm going to do with this snowflake is put the green side on one side of the snowflake and the blue side on the other. But before I do that, I need to get those little nibs off of the end of the snowflake. You remember this is where I cut them with the hobby blade. And I'm going to use the sanding block and sand the end of of each piece of the snowflake until it's smooth. These were the only places that snowflake was attached to the overall piece of chipboard. So now I've got that ready to attach the paper. And I'm going to use the Anywhere glue stick for this. I'm going to set aside the chipboard ornament for right now, and on the back side I'm going to make the blue the back side of this particular piece. I'm going to apply the Anywhere glue stick. And I like to apply the Anywhere glue stick, use this with the chipboard, whether it's ornaments or letters, whatever it is that you have chipboard wise. It makes it a lot easier to apply it to the chipboard. Now I'm going to bring the chipboard up here to a place that's a little bit on the dry side. And I'm going to lay the Designer Series paper on top of the chipboard. And having the glue stick on here makes it easy for me to reposition for a short time any pieces that aren't on there exactly as I'd like them to be. Alright, and if you're using this particular ornament, I noticed that one of the pieces is a little bit shorter than the others, so you'll need to make sure that you've got this pretty much exactly where you want it before you start pressing down. So now we've got that Designer Series paper on there. And on the other side, we have the other side of the Designer Series paper. Here's one side of the finished ornament. I used a die-cut chipboard circle, also from the Country Living collection, and glued on 2 little felt flurries from the 2008 Holiday Mini Catalog. I also added in the center a rhinestone brad from the Ice Circles collection. Here's the other side of the ornament. The same basic elements, but a different look. Again, there's a chipboard circle from the Country Living collection, 2 different little felt flurries, this time a white one and a blue one, and another rhinestone brad, this time a red one from the Fire Circles collection. It's all finished and ready for the tree.